What is good, people? It is the KOA podcast. I am Sasuke the Savage. He is everything animated. What is good with you fine folks? What was that?
that you ever seen that video of Parappa the Rapper? And it's someone did a parody of it. It's an old video game from the PS1, but anyway, it was Daffy Duck, and he goes, "I slammed my penis in the car door. You slammed your penis in the car door." And when he does that, that's the sound he makes when he slams his penis in the car.
Play it again.
Oh, sure. Hold on.
I don't know why. That's a good start for the podcast. We just start playing that every time we do the podcast.
Oh, that would be great. But it's only because I have Turbo for 2 weeks. But hey, at least for the next 2 weeks, we'll have additional cool soundboards.
Well, I got. Wait, can't you add it to the? Well, we could talk about that later because I'm pretty sure you can add that because I got Nitro all the time for Discord. But what is good, people? What's good? Decrepit Storm. Today will be a jam-packed day of the podcast. As you can see, we said that we had the full set last podcast. That was a lie. You should expect this of us. We added another anime to the lineup, none other than Kaguya-Sama Love is War Season 1. I was asked when I announced this yesterday, will we be covering or will we just be talking about Season 1? That is really up to our discretion. EA could feel differently about the show after the first season. He may grow to hate it or whatever it may be. So there's no commitment to watching a season 2 or 3 or any of the movies. We're just going to enjoy season 1 or not for the remainder of the season. And from that point on, we'll figure things out. But season 1 will be covered for the rest of the season, starting today with episode 4, as we already talked about the 3 episodes on a different podcast. So if people want to see our thoughts on those 3 episodes, just go on the channel. You'll see the video for our Kaguya podcast, and there you go.
Yep. Well, how have you been, good sir? It's been a week, man.
I've been losing my mind this week. I didn't really get any sleep at all. Yesterday, after I finished the stream, I made the cardinal mistake of turning on my PlayStation, and I made an even worse mistake of clicking Elden Ring, and I made the worst mistake of my life by deciding to fight Melania, Rune level 1.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Is that the one that has the wings and the one that you say is the hardest one because she's so unpredictable?
It's more so she has one move that is almost unavoidable depending on your distance from her. And she can pull it out multiple times during the fight.
We will enjoy season 1 or Sasuke will take out his safety measure. Heck, hey. You don't need that.
I always keep it ready.
You always keep it ready just in case?
Just in case. You never know. Okay. You never know. But
these days.
Yeah, so Kaguya-Sama's added to the Nakama Club. And I think this all works out too, since we're starting on episode 4, because this season is very weird because we're at different places with all the anime that we're watching. Like, for Kaguya, we're on episode 4. For Trigun, we're on episode 3. For Frieren, we're on episode 2. For JJK, we're on episode 4. And for Oshi, we're on episode 2. So everything is weird, but it's even more weirder because not every show is like 12 or 13 episodes. Like Frieren is only 10 episodes. So we're going to be ending different anime at different points, but Kaguya-Sama should line up at least with one of these anime, I believe, because who knows, we could get a delay or some recap episode, or I have no clue. But yeah, I think it'll be a welcome addition to the podcast, and I'm excited to talk about it tonight. But the first thing to do, which is not a lot, but EA. I've been kind of feeling a little down, Melania's been kicking my ass.
Oh, damn,
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
Well, I may have something that may not give you the blues.
Now let's get ready for the KOA.
It's Miracle!
Okay. Okay. First thing. Usually I always start with bad news when we do that. But Girls Band Cry, the anime, is to get a manga, which I'm always like, I don't think I've ever read a music series. I've always watched anime for them. So and I'm always like skeptical of the anime to manga thing because it usually ends up not as good at all as the source material. It works vice versa because I think with a manga, you get something enhanced from it. You get voice acting, you get the motion, the actual animation, you get the colors. But whenever you put anime to manga, it's like, what am I enhancing from this medium to the other? So I don't know how that's going to turn out, but Girls Band Cry, I still have not finished that anime, by the way, but that was a really good anime original. I would definitely urge people to check it out. They're a fan of rock music and girls playing rock music. It was a good one. Not as like hardcore and not as hardcore as Rock is a Lady's Modesty.
Yeah.
But that anime has a lot of charm to it.
Is that the one where she did the middle finger thing?
Yeah, the that one.
Yeah, that is funny.
Yeah, so that's the thing. I don't really have any other news unless you had something.
I do, just because it caught my attention that I'm just like utterly confused by it. Dragon Ball Super is getting a remake.
I saw something like that because somebody asked me my thoughts on Dragon Ball Z. They were like, "What are your thoughts on that?" And I was like, "What the hell are you talking about?" I was like, "What do you mean?" But yeah. So what's that about? A remake?
From what I can see here, it's a trailer that was released 2 days ago. It's called Dragon Ball Super. Underneath it, it's Beerus. And it's like the same thing that we saw from Super, but maybe the production value looks a little better from what I can see. But I don't know. It comes out in the fall of this year, but I'm just like, why remake it? Is it because Akira Toriyama is no longer around? I mean, no, yeah, I get it. It's the money and everything, but why remake it? Why not continue it? Why not, I don't know, go where the story left off, like with Super Broly and all of that? But I don't know. For some reason, they're doing the whole Beerus thing again. They're remaking it again, and there's.
Wouldn't this be the third time that they did this?
I don't think so. I thought Super was done just the one time.
No, because it would be the no.
Oh,
I see no. Yeah, no, it would be this one too. Yeah, because it would be the movie, it would be the TV show, and then now this.
Yeah, and they're doing it again now, and I have no. I mean, yes, they're doing it for the money, but at the same time, I'm just like, what was the point of doing it again? Why not continue the story? I mean, at this point, if they try to remake the classics like DBZ or Dragon Ball the original, I may be pissed, because those are classic and they should not be touched.
You know what's funny? It's like the more Dragon Ball content that we get, the more, and you can feel however you want about this anime, but I feel like GT gets better by association with these other anime, just because at the very least, it did something different. It didn't leech off of, like, it didn't Now there was like, okay, we had Super 17, for example, whatever. But that's something different. It didn't like just reuse and recycle some of the villains and just give them a different color palette. Like they actually had the form of Super Saiyan 4. They actually had the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. New villains, like they did something with the Dragon Balls where they were like, okay, you overused them and then we're going to bring these dragons to fight you. They actually were they had some unique ideas with that anime. But lately all we've been getting is just, well, let's just do the same shit that worked before, but let's add bread to it.
Yeah, I know, and it's really irritating. And when I saw that, I'm just like, people are going to be watching this, and people are going to be clapping like seals. But I don't know. I honestly feel like this is something where we should say no. No, this is not something that we should celebrate and watch. This is something, Kira Toriyama, I get it. It's unfortunate he passed away and all this stuff happened, and maybe he would have approved of this, or maybe he wouldn't. I don't know. I don't think we'll ever know. But it's just one of those things where now they're just using it as his name to just kind of just say, hey, Dragon Ball. Because I noticed in the trailer, one of the first things it fucking says is from visionary Akira Toriyama. I'm just like, oh, okay. So we're just going to use his name just to, promote these fucking reboots and remakes and all that other stuff. It's kind of like what they did with SpongeBob and Steven Hillenburg. And when he passed away, they have all these fucking spinoffs of SpongeBob now.
I want to read the official announcement because it's just so funny to me. The project features extensive new cuts, revisions to existing scenes, a complete re-rendering of all footage, newly recorded dubbing with added score and sound effects, and a full reconstruction of the story. Living up to their name, Enhanced. This edition employs the latest visual expression to deliver greater power and immersion across all scenes, especially the battle sequences. The result is an enhanced edition that expresses Akira Toriyama's original idea and world building more accurate, that will be broadcasted with highly satisfying quality. That's the official announcement for Dragon Ball Beerus or Dragon Ball Super Beer. I don't know.
Yeah, you know what that sounds like to me? That sounds like George Lucas and his remake of his Star Wars, of how he keeps fucking, re-editing it and everything. And it's just like, oh, so you mean for a fact Akira Toriyama wanted this, but the show that you gave him, 10 years ago, or movie 10 years ago, that was bullshit. It was ass then. So, this is what he really wanted. Well, then why didn't you give him what he wanted to originally wanted it?
Like original idea and world building more accurately. Like what is that? What exactly does that mean? Is more accurate to his idea?
Because the first two times they didn't want to give him that. They're just like, fuck you. What have you done for me, Akira Toriyama? You're only the god of anime and battle shonen and everything. Fuck you.
The sad part about it too, though, is and this is just the truth. They don't really have to do anything but add a new form or whatever to get people interested. They've already made that abundantly clear. So if they did something like, instead of doing the whole God Super Saiyan thing, they could just add like a Super Saiyan 4 and then people would immediately watch it. That's all they would have to do.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, just a different color of hair. What's it going to be this time? Oh my God, it's green. Oh shit, it's green. I've never seen green before. And it's glowing. Glows in the dark. Oh.
We got, so what we got? Beast Gohan, God Super Saiyan.
God Super Saiyan.
Ultra Instinct.
Yep.
What were they calling?
Ultra Instinct.
They were calling Vegeta, like, they were calling his form like something royal or something. They were like Royal Super Saiyan God. Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck is
royal blue or something stupid. Frieza can fucking turn Super
Oh.
Saiyan now. Golden
Yeah,
Frieza.
Golden Frieza. Apparently, in
And
the
remember-
manga, we got Black Frieza.
Remember, the only reason he turned Golden Frieza is because he actually worked out.
Yeah, for
That's
4
the
months.
it was beneath him.
Mhm.
He was just naturally strong and didn't do a fucking thing in his whole goddamn life. And then all of a sudden, I had to work out like you and like a simpleton. And
Which
really,
it's fine for Frieza to be that naturally strong, but 4 months, him catching up to Goku and Vegeta, who have trained all of their life, for him to catch up in 4 months is like, that's just beyond disrespectful, honestly.
I know. Which means if Frieza actually worked out when he was like a child all the way up until however old he got, no one would have been able to defeat him.
Yeah.
Like he would have just been destroying planets with his finger left and right, and no one would be able to touch him.
And mind you,
Ugh.
Frieza was training with like some nameless soldier guy. Goku was literally training with gods his entire life.
Yeah. Yeah, it's terrible. It's bad. I mean, I've always been indifferent about Super, but I was at least happy about like the tournament at the end, and also it had Akira Toriyama's name on it. But I also agree with you because I think GT didn't, like, Toriyama didn't have anything to do with it, but at least it was one of those things where they tried something different. Yes, there was some goofy, cheesy parts, and
He did the designs at
well-deserved.
least.
He did the designs, absolutely. And Super Saiyan 4 will always be like the peak of that series for me. And also the Black Star Dragon Balls, which was unique and different. And also, of course, the ending. The ending is always the best. People will always forget how good that ending was, where it actually paid tribute to the series and Goku basically just became God. But Super, I don't know. I've always been mixed about Super. It had its moments, but for the most part, I think it's highly overrated.
Yeah, I think it just kind of lends into the whole fan service aspect of Dragon Ball. But
Yeah.
I think we can move on from that, unless you had any other news.
No, that was the big one, because when I saw that, I was like, no.
Yeah.
Why?
Okay. Well, I think it's time to get into our first show of the night, Nakama Club, and the show is none other than Kaguya-Sama, Love is War, Season 1, Episode 4. We're back. Say ho. Say ho. Say ho. Chica. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So first and foremost, just know I'm always going to refer to Miyuki as Shirogane. I'm just really used to it. So just to go on with that, yeah, Chica is a lot smarter than I feel the show presents her sometimes. because you kind of just get the vibe of her being like airheaded when you first see her. But you got to remember she did reveal this episode. Her mom was actually she comes from a family of politicians. So, and she said that she was able to speak multiple languages. That's been something she's been learning over the course of her life. So she's a lot smarter than she presents herself. And I think this game was a testament to that, because she very connivingly uses Kaguya's kindness to her advantage, where I think she's the one who wrote Kaguya's word. So the whole game is she writes a word, they have it, they present it to everybody else, and they can't say the word that they have written on them. So they say the word is like, but I'm assuming since it's Japanese that like isn't the way we use as a comparison, like, or as a simile. So she has to get her to say like in a definition of like affection. So Kaguya uses this sympathy story to get Kaguya to comfort her and say, no, I like you, Chica. And as soon as she does that, Chica's like, got your ass. You said it. Boom, you out. And then Shirogane is like just thinking to himself, because he was trying to lose his thing in the first place, because actually that was the funny part. Shirogane was trying to lose, so his word for Chica was check it out, yo, because he's like, there's no way she's gonna say this shit. And then when he gives her the word, Chica randomly just said, actually it's not random, but she just decides to start rapping. Like she gets in this rap persona. She's like, yo, and he's like, what the fuck? He's like, what are you doing? Well, the way she keeps using yo, it's got to be someone from the 80s or 90s. Yeah, it can't be someone in current time. Oh. Yeah, like Grandmaster Flash or something. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge.
She still says yo.
I don't know why you're muted. I don't know. How long was EA muted, Decrepit Storm? Hopefully that's something I just did.
Oh my god, no.
No, you couldn't have been muted the entire time.
For the longest time.
I think I did it just like a minute ago, probably.
Well.
Yeah, I had to mute EA because he was saying like some very explicit things. But we're back. We're back.
He's racist thing.
Yeah, he's back on the right path. Just had to straighten him out. He pulled out his correcting pistol, and you know what? I learned to correct myself, so I apologize. Worse all the time. It was since you started talking about Kaguya? Shit. Damn.
Oh my god.
That's on me. That's on me, big dog. Oh well. Well,
man, I had a lot of good lines too.
Damn. Well.
Oh well.
Yeah, there's no point reiterating things. But
nah.
Oh yeah, so yeah, Chica is able to get Shirogane to say his word, which is seriously, because Shirogane sees how Kaguya went out. He's like, I don't want to use those means to win this game. He was like, but I still want to beat her. So he was like, all right, Chica, I'm going to take this seriously. He goes Super Saiyan. And then she's like, got your ass. Boom, you're out.
Yeah. Yeah, she got them both easily.
Yep.
Yeah, and they were both just like in shock. Kaguya had the face of just death in her eyes. Shirogane was just like, no, there's no way. I'm the smartest man alive. How could this be? I just love at the end, when the announcer is like saying everything he said and whatnot. Mm-hmm. She looks at her car and said, "Check it out, yo." She was offended.
Yeah, the funny part is she was close to saying it the way she was acting. But what was I going to say? Yeah. Chica's always the wild card in their relationship, so they can't ever really predict anything that happens regarding Chica. She could somehow surpass both of them as smart as they are, or sometimes be the mediator, so to speak. Because that's kind of what happened at the beginning, where Shirogane or Kaguya is wearing cat ears, and he's just like, oh my fucking god, this is the most adorable shit I've ever seen.
So fucking cute.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to show it, so he's just looking like he has like this real stern face. He's like, and Kaguya's like, what the hell is wrong? Does he not like the cat ears? Does he just not want to say it? And then she gets embarrassed and puts the cat ears on Shirogane. And after she does that, she experienced the same thing. She's like, oh my god, they're so adorable. And she can't stop smiling. She can't stop smiling.
They're both overwhelmed with adorableness. They're starting to like, what is it? They're starting to like tremble and like just shake uncontrollably. Yeah. Like, oh my god.
But with Kaguya, because she's trying to hold back this smile, it just makes her look super condescending the entire time. So she's just like, that looks adorable on you, Shirogane. And then
how adorable.
He's like, oh my god, she's looking at me like I'm some kind of insect. What is this? And then when she's like, Chica, can you take a picture of Shirogane? He's thinking to himself, oh shit, she's trying to use this to blackmail me.
So please, here, you take a picture with me. So we're both in it. And they're both just staring at each other this close away from each other's faces. Mm-hmm. And Chica's just like, could you please just like act normal, please? And then it gets to the point where she's just like, you know what? Taking these off your head. Takes the cat ears off their heads. If you can't play nice, you ain't wearing these like a mother. And then they both just snap out of it and are just like, fuck just happened to me?
Yeah.
I don't know what came over me. Oh my god, I was so overwhelmed. I just saw her in cat ears and was just like, hamana. Oh yeah.
Crepper Storm said Kaguya-Sama is a great show. It might be worth the rewatch. I also need to watch the movie. For sure. This will probably be my third rewatch of the anime. I read the manga up to a certain point too. Nowhere past
the manga ended, right?
Yeah. The manga ended. Apparently the anime ended it with a movie too. Apparently. I haven't seen it myself though.
Oh really? You haven't seen the ending? Oh, well, you've read it. But you've never seen the movie. Got it.
I only read it to a certain point. So I didn't read past anywhere where I haven't even read up to like season 3 of the series. So
wow. So maybe if we get to that point, it would be a first time for both of us.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow. We're great.
So because Kaguya and Shirogane both lose the Forbidden Word game, they had to be the ones to go shopping. So they're supposed to go shopping the next day, but Kaguya really wants to text Shirogane. But of course, her being Kaguya doesn't want to text him first. So she's freaking out to her secretary, Hayasaka. Hayasaka's like, just text him, please. I'll do it for you. She's like, no, don't do that. And he's just like, all right, how about you? I just call him here. And
yeah, she's like, oh no.
Yeah.
What do I say? I don't even know what to say.
And then Shirogane's dad picks up the phone. You're gonna get more Shirogane's dad. People. He is the most funny character in the series to me.
Oh really?
Yeah. You don't get to see much this episode, but even in this episode, he was really funny to me. He's just like, yeah, who was this? Kaguya's like, this is Kaguya from Oshin High. Where's Shirogane? He's like, I'm Shirogane. It's just like, no, I mean your son. And he's like, son, there's a girl on the phone for you. And then you can hear Shirogane's sister in the background.
Younger sister?
Yeah. And
he's a younger sister.
Yeah. And he picks up the phone. And of course, it can't just be a normal situation. He's taking a bath while he's talking to Kaguya. And
that right there tells me someone's like, why is his dad answering his phone, his cell phone, when he's taking a bath?
That's the funny part to me. Why did he pick up the phone in the first place?
Right. He sees, her David. It's like, oh, this is my son's phone. Oh, well, fuck it. I'm going to answer it. Hello? Yeah, this is he. And then you want to speak to my son?
Yeah. He picked up Shirogane's phone, his personal phone. It's not like it was the house phone. He picked up his personal phone and was acting as if the person was looking for him.
Does he have a brain tumor? I mean, who does that? Yeah, this is he. Oh, you wanted to speak to my son? Oh, this is his phone. I thought it was mine. Son, your phone. And then just gives it to him. And first of all, he's in the bath, so that means he went into the bathroom and said, "Telephone for you, son," and just gave it to him while he was naked and stuff. I mean, whatever. Yeah. That's just what I think of when I put two and two together. But I'm just like, all right, that's an interesting way to do that. Yeah, he's talking to him naked on the phone too. It's like, oh no, it's okay, Kaguya, just tell me what's up. I'm just completely naked and nude. And let that sink in.
And then Hayasaka's like, she's putting a battery in Kaguya's back. She's like, you're talking to a man who's completely vulnerable and naked. Which makes her
say it like that.
Yeah, which makes it awkward. So she makes the phone call very, very short. She just like reconfirms that what they're doing for the shopping day and whatnot. But because she ended the call short, because Shirogane had one thing else to say to her, so after she hung up, he just texted to her, which makes him the first texter of their conversation. So she got what she wanted. Out. Yeah.
Yeah. Even though she's like, oh no, what was he gonna say? It just worked out because, he texted her, and I think he even like because it's like the next day and it's raining cats and dogs, where he's just like, I'm outside waiting for her. Oh well. I guess I was the first one to text her and everything. So he just kind of submits to it. It's like, yep. Well, what can you do?
No. He was excited because Kaguya, he got his first text from Kaguya, which was the cancellation text.
I read that wrong. Okay. And it took her 30 minutes to write, by the way, as he's sitting there drenched in rain.
Yeah, but it did.
Why'd he even go to begin with?
He should have never went. But to Kaguya's credit, she wanted to go initially, but Hayasaka talked her out of it. Because Kaguya thought that he might be waiting for her. But again,
he was.
And Hayasaka was like, no, there's no way anybody would be out in the rain during that time. But it being Shirogane, like, he was excited, to spend time with Kaguya. So he was going to be out there regardless of the weather.
Yeah. So. They love each other. They just don't know it yet.
They know it. They just don't know how to
admit it.
Approach it. Yeah, and they don't want to admit it.
Because, and I'm glad they didn't do this again, because I thought it was going to be a repeat thing, but they only did it in the first 3 episodes. A man and a woman, if you say that you love them, you are going to be the whipping boy or whatever, or girl in this case. So you know what? Don't say that you love them.
The first to admit that they're in love will be the other slave. What?
Yes, as Kaguya just with her dead eyes, how adorable, and And fucking Shirogane, I don't know. He doesn't have a catchphrase. At least that
No.
I've noticed. It's just he's just very serious.
Yeah.
Because that's in Shirogane's mind anyway. The whole how adorable. She doesn't even say it, other than like in his mind.
Yeah. Yeah. In his mind, Kaguya's just like some like dominatrix or something.
She's fucking evil in his mind. How adorable. No.
So the last thing that happens is we're at this Japanese French meeting of schools where
We.
yeah we where this whole thing was put together hilariously by the principal, who's using this big party of French and Japanese students to test Shirogane and his abilities to, I guess, I don't know, be a diplomat of some sorts. It's like the Scooby-Doo plan, right? Because of something that happens later. But it does make sense in of itself, just because this school is very prestige and Shirogane isn't, he doesn't come from affluence. He's a regular guy. Like, he has a regular upbringing. So I think he's kind of being tested in this way because they recognize that Shirogane is not really like them per se, but he is very, very intelligent. So yeah, he uses his party to, test his chops, and Shirogane does not know a lick of French other than how to greet people and say, "My name is." After that, he's completely lost.
Yeah.
Which came to his benefit, because the principal unleashes Betsy, aka the Wound Licking Razor. Yes, that is a real nickname. I did not make that up.
What a name. And she looked like it too. She looked like a feral like goblin that just came from the depths of hell. I'm like,
she literally came out her introduction was her coming out the shadows and going, "Yes, sir.
Yes, master." I'm going to lick his wounds with my razor tongue.
And he sends her out to attack Shirogane to test how he can keep up with someone and like berating and insulting him to his face. And Shirogane's response to it is,
We? Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah. Totally.
Which we don't know what the fuck she said at all, but it had to be
She
like
said
the most heinous shit ever.
Yeah, she said a couple of just, if I'm gonna guess, it's something about his mother, something about his parents.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely something about his dick size. You know, that's why. That's why Kaguya came over and was like, "What did you just say?"
Yeah. Kaguya unleashes her own technique of unspoken words, explicitives. That's what EA was actually doing. That's what EA was doing, y'all. That's why I had to mute them.
There may have been some things said. Glass was shattered. It exploded everywhere. I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
I was like, oh shit, I don't know if I can put that on YouTube. Let me mute this real quick.
You're like, we're going to get demonetized, even though we don't get paid for this. Whenever this becomes eligible to get paid, it's going to get demonetized in like 2 seconds.
Yeah. See, I was doing it for y'all.
And people say we never do anything for them.
The crypto store says if you confess love first, the other person will just put you in a container and use you as a plant like a Trigun.
My God.
You're mine now. Yeah, so that was a cool scene. It was a funny scene. And it's just cool for Kaguya to stand up for Shirogane. You know, she feels assaulted when Shirogane is insulted, so she took it upon herself to give her own verbal assault against Betsy, the wound licking razor. And after that, Betsy is done. her hair literally turns gray, and her last quote is Japanese girls are scary.
Yeah. I mean, how many times have we heard that in anime?
It's always true though.
I feel like I agree. I mean, I feel like we've heard that sentence alone from many different like animes over the years. Is Japanese girl are scary. And when you take a look, especially when you go into an anime, you're just like, I'm about to fucking die. We're gonna get in trouble.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
They reconciled at the end.
Yeah. We kind of had like this weird confession like thing coming from Kaguya, because she says something to Shirogane in a language that we don't know, which we can assume that we can assume that she says something to the effect of liking Shirogane, so that she can say it without him understanding it, which is the nature of their relationship pretty much.
Like, wait, no, what did you just say? That's a secret.
Yeah.
Teehee.
He's going to try to learn every single language to decipher what she said now.
What did she say? I want to know. But I also want to know while she's wearing cat ears.
And then what she actually said to him was like, "You thought, stupid."
What she said, he finally deciphers it. It's like, way to go on deciphering it, stupid. Now you look like an idiot. Wow. She got me.
Good play. But yeah, that's essentially the episode. Very fun episode, very funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yo.
This is basically the format of Kaguya. It has a lot of like short stories. At least this is how it really was in the beginning. It starts to become more linear as it goes on. But yeah, it's a lot of like short stories all accumulate into one big thing. So yeah, as we get further into the season, it'll be more like streamlined. So be prepared for that. Regardless, fun episode.
Yeah, it was totally fun. I wonder what more gifts we'll find along the way in the next episode.
The series is definitely giftable. So
yeah, so many gifts.
Going on to the next show, speaking of plants, we are talking about Trigun Stargaze. Episode 3. This is a kill or pass week for Trigun. Call me biased. I don't really feel like it's that much in danger, but regardless, we will talk about it. And
how do you know? Okay.
I don't know.
Oh God, I'm gonna run now.
I just got a feeling.
Oh, okay. He's gonna have a third person, by the person being the pistol. I get it.
Yeah, the pistol has a bolt.
I mean, this is Trigun, where pistols are used.
So this episode, we get another one of the Gunko Guns, which is Puppet Boy, who is named in this episode as Leonov of the Puppet Master, or Leonov the Puppet Master. We have
Master.
Vash return home. Well, actually, before that, we get to see his kind of backstory of him just witnessing a very young Knives who's doing his whole murder and liberation of the plants thing. And I guess that made a real impact on him. So he kind of wanted to impersonate Vash or not Vash, Knives. He kind of wanted to impersonate him in some way. Because when Vash returns back home, he's the guy that's been terrorizing them which again, we can assume the reason why he was terrorizing this place in the first place is because he was just copying what he saw Knives do. And as a kid, he already seen people as expendable and whatnot, so it kind of just fell in line with his philosophy.
This is what makes serial killers, ladies and gentlemen. When you take an impressionable young boy or woman, doesn't matter, and you see a bunch of death and a bunch of killing, and then you have somebody as wonderfully spoken as Knives go up to him and go, "You're going to do great things there, little boy." All of a sudden, they grow up to become puppet masters. And I mean, this is the same guy who was in the original one too, but I feel like this guy is even more insane than he was in the original anime, just with the face and the smile and just the provocations of, "Ooh, I love my master, he loves me."
Yeah, I feel the gung-ho guns are just done better in this anime. Like, they're more memorable.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because I think
sure.
the only one of the gung-ho guns that I actually remembered, and the only reason I remember this one is because of who she fought, which was Wolfwood. The only one I remember is Dominique. That was the girl. That was the only one I remember.
Yeah. She was the only girl on the team, right?
I think so.
Yeah, no, I do remember her too. I think C-Tactics at one point said that was his wife or something stupid when we were rewatching the original one, and we were like, "No, get out of here."
Yeah,
yeah, but no, yeah, Leonov, I think I'm just gonna go with Leonov. Leonov is definitely more memorable in this one, and very I mean, he did puppets before, but I don't know, like, I just love some of the stuff that's in it too, especially how he like ties up Vash and is like walking on the strings up to Vash and everything, all menacing and stuff. That's just such a cool scene.
Oh man, and they really took off with the animation when they got to the puppet fight with Vash. Like, like the whole sequence of him approaching him when it's get into the, like, before the anti-gravity stuff. Really great stuff. That, like, just seeing Vash do the real, like, quick reload thing was just so satisfying. He just pulls out the bullet. It was like watching somebody get one of those Call of Duty perks, reloading their guns. Just yeah.
Damn.
And then you put it in notes. He did the whole Spider-Man thing. He has the string with his robot arm, which actually got broken in this episode. I don't know if it's just broken, like if he needs to repair. Probably, though. He probably does need a repair. Since he's home, I could see them just making a new arm for Vash, which maybe they'll make his arm a little more like the arm that we're accustomed to.
Yeah, maybe. He's gonna pull an Eric Elric and go get it fixed by somebody. I don't know who's gonna fix it, but someone's gonna watch. Winry just shows up in the series. Whoa!
I got it.
You're not. She's not. Okay, well, whatever. She's in the series now.
I wonder if they'll give him his iconic. I don't know what you want to call it.
The glasses and the hairstyle.
Well, maybe they could do that. But I was just talking about his actual outfit.
Oh, with the it's like a red kind of like, not suit, but it's like a jacket kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, because like the one he had before was kind of like this hoodie thing that he was wearing. So I wonder if they're going to give him his original, because he's not wearing those clothes at all right now. So, yeah, maybe they've just been, because I remember that being like a huge point of contention when Stampede came out, because they were picking apart everything. They were like, "Where's Millie?
Oh yeah,
why is he wearing this? Why does he look like a soy boy?" So
yeah, why does he look like a soy boy? Why does he look like a millennial and a Gen Z? Yeah, I remember all that.
Yeah. So
Does he look like my mom could whoop his ass?
I mean, his mom, their mom probably could. He would probably just sit there and be like, "Love and peace. I love all humans."
And peace.
Oh yeah. First, the Crypto Store says, first Meryl and Millie run Wolfwood over, then they drive off without him. They really don't care about him at all.
I know. They're like, fuck this guy. Run his ass over. He wants to trade insurance? Nope, just drive away. And he's like, hey, you wait, you left me.
Oh
my God.
Yeah, I really like the fight. He ends up using Vash, that is. He has Jessica use the gravity to basically control the fight and crush the other robots, and then he's able to shoot the ball that Linioff is using to control the puppet, so he can't do anything anymore. But then he decides to pull a Frieza last ditch effort. He's like, "Fuck you, Vash!" He throws a puppet.
Not Love Live.
Yeah. Honoka, kill him.
No, anything but her. She controls the weather.
Oh, she does. I forgot about that. Rain, stop. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, he throws a puppet to blow up Vash, but then that's when Wolfwood shows up with the iconic cross weapon, and he's just awesome. About to straight up murder this guy because he's like, yeah, sorry, Linioff, which he knew his name. EA.
Good catch. Yeah, I didn't. Wow. That means he knew him in the past, which means maybe he has something to know about the Gung Ho guns. Holy crap!
Yeah, yeah. The fact that he said
just was lucky.
Well, the fact that he said sorry to him is very suspicious. Like it's somebody he already knew. So
yeah,
but
interesting. Yeah, that's a good catch.
Yeah. Before he gets to do that, though, Millie and Meryl fall from the roof in typical gag fashion, and
they literally crush this man.
Yeah.
How he's not dead? I don't understand.
Puppet body.
I guess, but I mean, they crushed him like Final Destination style, and just was like, boom, we're here, teehee. But yes, the whole gang's all together now. But That's cool because like Vash, that was the first time Vash got to meet Millie, and she's just like, "I'm here. Mm-hmm. I'm here with my big ass gun." Tee.
The Crevice Storm says, "It was fake Nas that said it, but he is nigh no more. He's officially millions knives." He did say that.
He did.
Yeah, and
the fake one has said it, but he said it.
Yeah, which is we see Nas at the end, and he's being rebuilt, which that's accurate to the Trigun that we knew in the beginning, because the whole story was Nas being missing for the majority of the story because of the destruction of July. So yeah, that's pretty accurate. He's getting his body rebuilt because of the big explosion. So the Gung Ho guns are, for all intents and purposes, our main antagonists until Nas is back in the picture.
Yeah.
There was something. Oh, and then we got this one great scene with Nas, some lady whose name I did not write down, and Meryl, where Nas is still down about the whole destruction of July because he still remembers names of people that came from that city.
You mean Vash?
Oh, I said Nas. My bad. Vash.
Yeah, you did. That's why I was
Vash
like,
is
why is she talking to knives?
I was like, I'm sorry. Can you comfort me, Meryl?
Meryl, please come here. I don't know who you are, and I killed a bunch of people, and I'm just a brain. But God damn it, come here.
It's the cuck theory. It's the cuck theory. I got taken over.
Okay, Vash.
Yeah. Vash is feeling the weight of all the lies because there's some people whose names he still remember from there. He actually he mentions Roberto, which was the mentor for Meryl. And the weight and the guilt is crushing him, but the ladies whose name I can't remember, comforts him, and Meryl also decides to carry some of the burden that Vash has been holding in. So, that was just a really great scene for me.
Yeah.
Because I really like it too, because Meryl had like maybe one or two good scenes that I really liked from the original Trigun. But the thing I didn't really like about Meryl is they always kind of made her just the like tsundere character and didn't really do much with her. But I feel like this Meryl is she's a lot more funny. She's a lot more genuine. A person. Yeah. She doesn't feel like it's just like a character archetype. Like she truly feels like a friend to Vash.
Yeah. And I think, with Stampede, they really did a good job with her. And when it comes to like scenes like this, for sure, you are definitely going to get, those scenes, and they feel more tender and more, heartfelt versus the "you big beluga, how dare you," and it's whatever. I don't like you, but please don't be down on yourself. Kid. Yeah, punch his arm.
Yeah, again, she had like one or two scenes in there. But it never really came off the way Meryl comes off here because it just feels like there's genuine camaraderie between these two. Like she was really happy to see him. And she does feel sympathetic to Vash because being the catalyst for hundreds of thousands of people to die, that's gotta
on somebody.
Yeah, that's gotta feel like absolute shit. And he can do really nothing but move on.
Yeah. Yeah, that was tender and nice. Just the fact that they all brought that up. It just goes to show that, because 2 years passed, 2.5 years passed since July and everything. You don't have to carry that burden alone. Because when you have friends in your life that care about you, it, makes it easier, instead of just being a mute for 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, really good stuff.
Yeah. Vash saves the day. He saves home, saves Jessica. So I'm wondering if he's going to get a new arm or he's going to get it repaired or whatever, because that did get hurt during the whole battle.
Satsuki, though, he had to rely on a girl to help him, and he didn't.
Not my
How
Vash.
Dare they? Not my Vash. Girl had to save him twice by turning on and off the gravity.
I mean, if anybody had those opinions on Vash of all characters, because although you can see him as a badass character, he is like the goofiest badass ever. Mm-hmm. Even in the original series. Like, he looks cool as hell. Like, if you just saw his picture, if you just saw his bounty poster, or one of his bounty posters, you'll be like, oh my God, that guy's... But you actually see him, and then he's eating donuts, he's loving peace, and he's running around, dodging bullets in the most cartoonish ways. Yeah.
And that was the whole thing about the original anime, is that we see a stone cold, like, cool character in like the first episode, and he's walking through and he's got this gun and people are terrified of him and everything. And then when he finally meets Millie and Meryl, that's when he does the, rubbing the back of his head and, eyes closed and saying love and peace. It was just the whole pulling, the rug out from under, where you're just like, oh, maybe this character isn't is who we say is. And I always loved that about the original, is how they introduced him.
Yeah, sure. The Crimper Storm says Sasuke is a member of the Zanin clan. He thinks twins are the same person. Please never disrespect me like that. Oh my god, we're going to talk about that series, but I do not want
to be talking about that.
I do not want to be associated with that clan ever.
That clan. Well, I'll wait to talk about it later, but put a button in that.
But that was really all that happened in the episode, other than Vash comforting Linioff, real name Emilo. You know, showing that Vash always takes the time to get to know people and care for them. So he knew him as a little kid when he was still living at home with Knives and Rim. So, you know, he paid attention to him and, you know, cared for him even when he thought nobody did.
That was probably the first time he's heard his real name, if ever. I mean, who's to say? Probably the villains don't even care to know his name. They're just like, yeah, puppet master here. Just
puppet boy.
Puppet boy. Take your balls and make puppets and shit and do stuff with it.
Yeah. But yeah, this is a killer pass episode. So, what are we thinking?
This show is completely ass. I mean, come on. We have weak Vash, millennial Vash, his haircut, not my Vash. You know, just he relies on help from women.
Yeah.
You know,
this
so
is
he's not
Eric's.
an alpha. This is Eric's. This is not Vash. And, you know, it's just everything that's wrong with anime now. No, of course, all that's a fucking joke. No, this is great as it's been. It's like a continuation from Stargaze. No, what was the original?
Stampede.
Was it Stargaze? Stampede. This is Stargaze. Stardust. Oh my god.
No, you were right the first time. Stargaze.
What's Stardust? I think I'm thinking of JoJo.
Yeah, Stardust Crusaders.
Yeah. Okay, Stargaze. But no, it's a great continuation. It's fantastic. I really enjoy the show, and this crew that does this series continues to show why it's one of the more underappreciated series out there. And I pass it.
Yeah. I am doing the same. I think this studio just really cooks with the animation. I'm just glad that they decided that they were going to not just remake this, but really try to tell you the story. It's just so much that they do right. Even with the things that I've complained about or I had criticisms towards, I don't think that outweighs all the good that they've done for this series. That's why I think, like, when you have the old rendition of Trigun and then you have this one, you just have like the perfect story. Because, like, we got the Vash that we love in our hearts, which is the one we got in the OG series. But we still like this Vash, you know, we still like him.
Yeah.
But
totally.
What they do with the story and some of the other characters, I honestly just can't believe how great Meryl is in this series in comparison to the other. So I'm really happy that they've done what they did with this series, and I hope they continue it. But that's enough yapping.
Absolutely.
We pass it, so here you go.
You pass this time.
They didn't hear that, by the way.
Dang it.
Whenever I put on a pass screen, I try not to talk, and I mute you. So
okay.
They didn't hear that.
Well, I mean, probably best they didn't hear what I said anyway. It was another French expletive, so I do apologize.
The Curve Store says this has surprisingly been one of my favorite shows this season, even though I probably shouldn't have been surprised. Honestly, it's the same.
Yeah, it's pretty damn good.
Yeah, I think actually it might be my favorite this season if I'm looking at everything I'm watching, because in addition to what we're covering, I'm watching this show called Journal is it? I think it's
Oh,
Journal and
you're watching the
Witch.
Journal one.
Yeah.
How is that?
It's up to 3 episodes right now. It's a good series. It's basically like it's basically about this this aunt who has to take care of her niece after the death of her sister. So the main character's mom dies, and her auntie takes her in, and her auntie is you can imagine she's one of those people who's like, no, she's not a witch. It's a realistic.
Well, you said it was called Journal and Witch.
No, it's a real. It's called that because of like how she is as a person. Because she's which she's
there's
not.
No magic.
No, not as far as I'm aware.
Okay, my bad.
But she's just to herself, you know. She's like one of those people where she kind of like she doesn't keep her house tidy. She's a loner pretty much. So her taking in the kid is like a thing she has to adapt to and learn. She has to learn how to be a parent, and of course, the kid has to, you know, gotta learn how to be a daughter because her mom wasn't the nicest. But oh
wow. It's a very kind of like serious kind of like drama.
Yeah. Wow. But yeah, it's been good so far. 3 episodes in.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
Yeah.
When you said Journal in Witch, I immediately thought fantasy and that it was just some like witch thing or something.
I thought the same thing looking at the title. I'm also watching. I only watched 1 episode of it, but it's called "You and I Are Polar Opposites." I watched the first episode.
Oh, the girl with the pink hair.
Yeah. Funny enough, that show had like great progression based on the first episode. I don't really like to spoil people, but I must still spoil you.
Spoilers.
You basically got a confession the first episode.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Are they dating?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's what is anime? What are you doing? That's funny.
Yeah, but the girl in that series
I was about to say they're not dating because it's convenient or they don't secretly like each other, but they're making people look good and whatever.
No, they're not doing the whole fake dating thing, but eventually fall in love with each other thing.
Oh, thank God.
I am reading a series.
Wow.
I am reading a series that does that, but honestly, it's not that bad in that series just because they don't really bullshit around. They don't try to pretend like these characters aren't actually liking each other. So yeah. That series, the first episode, it was cool. It wasn't the greatest, but it was refreshing to get that last scene in it. From the title of it, You and I Are Polar Opposites, you can kind of imagine what you get. You got like the pixie Gyaru girl and a real quiet, stoic guy with the glasses, black hair, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Interesting.
But moving on to our next show, we are talking about Frieren Season 2, Episode 2. Where are you getting these?
From all over the place.
Oh. Okay.
I'm in multiple servers. That one was actually from yours.
Really?
Yeah. And also,
the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's from your server.
Someone's been doing stuff behind my back. I gotta go handle that.
There's other ones, but I won't click it because oh God.
Handle that.
Because I think some of them say some things. Anyway, Frieren, episode 2. This episode is the episode of the hero from the South, from Alabama. No, I'm kidding. from I don't even know the names of the place, but anyway, it's basically the hero from the south. This episode was essentially a side quest. You know, Frieren and gang come up, and the old man's like, "I want you to clean that there statue over there of the hero, and there's a little trinket there for you if you wash it." She goes ahead and essentially just tells the story of the hero from the south, who, when they were expecting to clean like a Himmel statue, it wasn't a Himmel statue. It was this dude. I don't remember his name.
No, he doesn't have a name. His name is Hero of the South.
Okay. So yeah, hero from the south who, has the mustache and everything. Yeah, just interesting. Like, Freeman's always been good when it comes to like telling stories and making it interesting. And all it is just, if you look at it in the whole scene, Freeman's just telling a story to both Fern and Stark about, yeah, this is guy here from the south. This is what he told me, and that's kind of where we are right now in life. But it turns into this whole, they had this meeting. This is what he did later on, fought these demons, and, he, oh my God, can see into the future. Oh ho ho.
Yeah.
He's got us that power.
Yeah, so I really like the Hero of the South. You just get this story from him, but I guess I really like the whole underlying message of having someone like this pave the way for Freeman's group, just to show that they weren't these miraculous heroes who just did everything on their own. And I think they've done that over the course of the series, where they show that Freeren's team, while they ultimately defeated the Demon King, they've always had help along the way. And it wasn't just through sheer willpower. It was through experience, camaraderie, and people like the Hero of the South, who again created a path for them to be able to do what they did, because he ends up killing 3 of the 7 Sages of Destruction, which
pretty good.
No, that is like, that's unheard of.
That's pretty good.
No, I'm saying it's not just good. It's like unheard of, because they were only able to defeat 2 as a party. And remember, the one that they defeated, we saw already, which was Qual, the one with the destruction magic. Remember, because they unsealed him, and Frieren and Fern beat him. So they beat that guy, right, and then some other person we don't know. This dude killed 3 by himself. And this was all while he was getting jumped by all 7 of them.
That's insane.
That's absolutely,
that is pretty damn good.
Yeah. So when they call him humanity's strongest, that's not, because when Stark was hearing the story, he was like, humanity's strongest, that gotta be an exaggeration, because, from their perspective, their hero is Himmel. Like, he's the one of the strongest humans that they know of. But lo and behold, there's this one guy who was even stronger than that guy. And the only reason he's not really talked about is because he never got to bask in the glory because of his death. But he is one of the reasons why Himmel is regarded the way he is, because without him killing those 3, they probably would have never even made it to the Demon King.
Yeah. I mean, he does kind of like lay the groundwork for everybody too, because he also, because he can see the future, tells Frieren, oh, you're going to meet somebody with blue hair and, whatnot. His name's Himmel. You'll want to party up with him and go on to take on the demons. And, Frieren's just like, and why would I do that? And he's just like, oh, trust me, it'll change your life. He literally tells her that it'll change your life. And we know how that happened and what essentially led to the humanity being saved and whatnot. So yeah, that was cool.
And I want to talk about that specific thing that you just said right there. But we got Ellie in the chat who says, "Nah, he trash. I'll be 7 alone with one arm." What's good, Ellie? I believe it.
Oh, Lightning Eagle. Wait, Decrepit Store, what are you saying? Yeah, you just condemned someone to their fate. For the first time, EA actually didn't forget the name. I guess with age, I become wiser. I don't know.
So what you said about what the hero of the South said to Frieren about Himmel being the one who's going to change your life. I just love seeing Frieren before she joined Himmel, because man, oh man, was she so much of a hermit. You know, we know Frieren's personality. She's not very sociable, so to speak. You know, she could be very like aloof, but she was so much worse back then because it seemed like she didn't really care about humanity at all. And while she did get pretty much adopted by Flamme, I don't think Flamme really taught her how to live as a person. She kind of just was, you know, got her to she taught her magic and whatnot. So she honed her craft when it came to her abilities, but it was really Himmel and the rest of the party who molded her as a human. Even though she's a elf, but
yeah,
she got humanity within her because of Himmel and the rest, because whenever Frieren does things, she usually doesn't do things out of her own ethics or like moral code. She always falls back on, this is what Himmel would have done. And that shows you how much of a profound impact he's had on her life, to where she respects and loves him so much that her viewpoints are shaped on what he would have done, or his perspective on things. She'll be like, well, I'm helping this person not because I really want to, but if Himmel was in a situation, he would have did it. Or I'm helping this person because Himmel helped him out in the past, so I don't want Himmel's efforts to come in vain from me not helping them. So I just really find that interesting.
Yeah, I do too. You do see the compare and contrast. Just and I love how, if it's just like how they have scenes where it just shows them in the same position, but it like stares on their face and it goes from past to future. It's always a bored, non-expressive face, and then you go to the present, which is a smile, which tells you how much different she was because of Himmel. Or is, I should say.
Yeah. And you got to think, Frieren has lived for a lot of years, but anytime we see her thinking about the past, is always with that party. Because you got to think, to her, those years didn't last that long, but it seems to have the most impact on her.
Yeah. And she's 1,000 years old?
Yeah.
And that happened. They always show it in the top right that he had passed away 29 years ago. And, you know, her lifespan, everything just feels, you know, equivalent to us. It's like, it just happened yesterday. But it definitely rings true to her. And hell, it even goes back to the first episode when she's inconsolable and Himmel dies and she's crying. And she said, I never took the chance to get to know him. It really just impacted her that much. Crazy.
I mean, I said, do y'all like that in story? Strong dude just roaming around and we never heard of them before, the world not as connected. Do I like it inherently? I mean, it depends on, I always say this, it always depends on the execution. I think here it makes a perfect amount of sense that this guy would be some regional hero because he never was able to get his name spread, because he never got the same amount of achievements as Himmel's group. You know, Himmel's group, you know, did the ultimate thing. They killed the Demon King. That is going to spread everywhere. But for the hero of the South who killed 3 of the lackeys, so to speak. And I'm saying lackeys. That's not to disrespect them, but to the world, it's like, okay, this guy beat the Demon King, and you beat 3 of his underlings. That doesn't really matter. But we know, from what they say in the story, him killing those 3 underlings was pivotal. Again, they probably would never even have had the opportunity to fight the Demon King had had the hero of the South not have done that. I think the interesting thing too with his character is the fact that he was able to see in the future, know that his fate was to die, and him still following through with the plan. Essentially, like he didn't despair over it. He realized what his assignment was and just went through with it faithfully.
Yeah, he accepted it, and I mean that's something within itself, you know. You gotta hope and pray that whoever you're talking to does everything that you say that they should do, because you know you go into it knowing that you're going to die in vain, not in vain, excuse me, that you're already going to die. You're just like, well, I'm going to at least take some with me before I die, and I hope and I pray that Frieren, you know, welcomes him with open arms. And to die knowing that you'll never see that world that you had given to the world. I mean, that takes a lot.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That always affects me when someone is not able to see the fruits of their labor, but they still go through with something to the best of their ability. Like they look forward to the future so much that they're willing to give their lives for the future that they will essentially build without actually being able to see it. There's a lot of characters like that end up being my favorite characters. Like the best example I can think of that is Erwin from Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
You know, because you know how badly he wanted to see that basement.
Yeah. Yeah, he never got to, but you know what? At the end, he pledged, not pledged, but you know, led humanity in the right direction. He just happened to have a son that was a little crazy.
Wait.
No. Erwin, different person. Sorry. No, you're talking about the leader, the captain that died.
Mm-hmm. Rage, my soldiers.
Yeah. No, I don't know why, but I was thinking of. Okay, Decrepit, you have the permission to make fun of me for getting fucking names. So it's just, I was thinking of
Grisha.
Aaron's dad.
Yeah, yes. Grisha.
I don't know why that came to my mind. That's not the same person. Not even the same. Nothing. No. Oh boy.
Decrepit Storm says, I think there's only one logical explanation here. The hero of the South must have fed a future diary.
Oh my god.
If he did, he would have just got killed by some pink hair girl.
Right, who was a teenager.
And in middle school.
Because middle school strength in that series means nothing to, you know, people in SWAT gear. So somebody with a sword, the hero of the South, would have been done in by the stupid pink hair.
Yeah. Storm goes on to say he did say he would die without achieving his goal, but regardless, there's no question he was absolutely pivotal. Pivotal. Yep.
Goat.
Agreed.
And then Midnight says, what it means to walk with faith. You just hope for the future. Yeah. And then Decrepit Storm finishes off by saying, EA, I would never make fun of you for such a thing. ... That's
going to be the next compilation.
Yeah. When it's the end of 2026, it's like, I'm already bookmarking this. I'm making a clip of it and it's going to be a thing.
Yeah. It's going to be just a big video says EA forgets names.
You could make a whole video out of that. You absolutely could. Middle school pink hair girl with godlike powers, to be fair. Okay, Midnight.
Not at the start, though.
No, and we're not going to get into Future Diary again. We have a whole series dedicated to it. But anyway, that all happens. They move to another town after, she gets her trinket or whatever. And wouldn't you know it, it's a nice little village, kind of a big city. And Fern and Dark is like, I want to be here a little bit longer. And Frieren's just like, no, let's not be here long. Almost as if she knew something was going to happen.
Like she's avoiding something.
And sure enough, they're, just getting little things here and there. And then she's just like, oh, it's too late. We have a butler come up and is like, hey, how's it going? And Frieren's just like, no, can't help you. Busy. See you later. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
But no, that didn't happen. Instead, they got invited to this wonderful, just not ballroom, but it just, I'm guessing like the king of the town or whatever. And they're like, we're going to give you some steak. Oh, by the way, could you help us with something? Oh, God, here it comes. What is it? You know that precious heirloom that always gets stolen? It's like a sword encrusted with whatever. Could you get it back for us, please? Fine. I guess we'll get this stupid fucking sword again that you keep losing. But okay, yeah, we'll get it.
I think the funniest thing about that's untold is the fact that Frieren is as old as she is, but this family supposedly is steady asking her for favors, which means that through the family line, through generations, everybody's like, yeah, if you need help to find this bullshit, just ask the elf that looks really aloof. And they're like, okay, sure.
Just ask the elf with the white hair. She'll tell you exactly where it is and she'll get it back.
Yeah. It's just the fact that this whole family knows to ask her for something and she'll probably agree.
Yeah. It just makes me think, how long did they wait to even get that sword back? It's like, has this sword been gone for a while? If she was just not passing through town, would they have even have known? Or it's like, yeah, she eventually comes back. We'll eventually get her.
Yeah, that's a good question. Not sure. But they had to find a family heirloom, which is this demonic sword that demons really love because it's demonic. And so they go to search it. They know the direction they need to go. They see this village that's destroyed. And they see a priest who's like praying for the people that are and she's burying the people and praying for them. And she invites Frieren and friends to pray alongside with her. And Stark and Fern are trying to pay their respects, but Frieren has other plans, and she ends up blowing up one of the makeshift burial sites and reveals there's nobody there. So she's like,
there's literally no body.
Yeah, that's a good one. So she's like, yeah, I think you're the one that we're looking for. She's like, yeah, good job.
And I just love how she was just so open about it too. She's like, I just love to kill people with this sword. It's so fascinating. I just love it. Why couldn't you let me trick people?
She was like,
now I'm gonna kill you.
I actually do think that exchange was kind of fun, or not funny, but was interesting because it really just shows you that there is no discussion to have with these demons. As much as they look like humans, ignoring the horns, regardless of them being sociable, because we got this in season 1 with the demons where they were trying to work with them and it blew over when we had the whole aura thing happen.
Yeah, because Frieren was like, once a demon, always a demon. You can't trust demons.
Yeah.
She had You could say she was racist towards demons. She was very much
rightfully racist this time.
Yeah.
Because demons truly just they're at odds with humanity. They're humanity's natural enemy, and they use any type of trickery that's available to them to lure people in and kill them. Because this whole priest thing was a way to get people to pray, close their eyes, and she would be able to kill them easily. So, but the conversation they have is she said I had to kill, or I had to eat the humans to survive. And then Frieren was like, that's funny because I know you can eat other stuff other than humans. And then she was like, why are humans off base basically? And it just really just shows you the disconnect there. Because from a demon's perspective, they're just like, it's like for us, it's like you telling me you can't fucking eat chocolate or
McDonald's.
McDonald's. And I'm like, it's McDonald's. What are you talking about? Like, I just don't view food on the same level as myself. So I'm just never going to look at, from a demon's perspective, they're just never going to look at humans as anything other than a protein source,
Pretty much. Yeah, exactly. And they whoop up on him or her. They do their thing. Good old Madhouse animation. Still showing why they're pretty good animation studio.
Mm-hmm.
Just doing what they do best. And that's how that. Well, it ends with them getting the damn sword back, and they're like, I could just imagine Frieren just going into there, just throwing it on the ground, saying, "Get your fucking shit, get rid of it." I swear. But even then, Stark did bring up that question: why do they still keep it around, and why, if it's cursed and it's a demonic sword? And Frieren was like, "Well, better that than in the hands of demons, that they could use it to kill us." And he's like, "Yeah, good point."
Yeah, because one nature of demons that Frieren has expressed is their tendency to show off. Like, demons never, because Frieren a lot of times holds back her aura, so people are caught off guard by it. Demons don't have that; they flaunt their aura. So whenever they would get a weapon like this sword, which is like, oh, this shiny new thing, they want to test it out, and testing it out means killing a village or massacring the whole village. So that's why they try to keep it out of the hands of demons, because first thing that they're going to do is see how much stronger they got with it.
Yeah, they're like those kids, again, bringing up McDonald's, at the play pen or whatever, that go, mom, look at me, I'm about to jump. They just are all wanting the attention. That's a demon, essentially. Like, Mom, look, I'm about to do a flip. And then they jump. I'm thinking of, well, they don't do ball pits anymore, but I'm going to jump into a ball pit. Oh! It's like, did you see me? Did you see? Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah.
That's a demon.
They're attention whores, essentially. But
they really are.
The Decrepit Storm says demons are a really interesting part of Frieren's world building. You often have groups that are just misunderstood or something, but it is interesting to have a species that talk like humans, but just genuinely cannot be reasoned with. That damn vegan elf not letting her eat what she wants. And then Midnight says, do you wish the beef with the demons were more complicated or ideology based? Instead of them just being evil and having to get packed up, would that raise the show up a grade if they're a more shade of gray?
You know what? I'll answer that question. I don't think everything has to be this, people are evil because of this, or demons are evil because of this. I honestly feel like sometimes less is more. Like, we've gotten to the point where every villain has to have a crazy backstory. Why can't people just be evil just to be little shits? I think the fact that, demons are the way that they are makes the world, in my opinion, more interesting because, I think it's more terrifying that you can't reason with something that can't be reasoned with versus, oh, maybe we can pay him off with gold. It's almost like the Joker from The Dark Knight. Some people just want to watch the world burn. So I like that.
I think the thing too with demons in this universe is that because you say they're evil, they are not necessarily evil. And the reason I say that is because if we think about evilness, and this is not always the case, but sometimes it comes to your intentions and whatnot. Now, there obviously are some evil demons, but there's some demons who just want to eat people. Is that inherently evil from their perspective? Not exactly, because if they see humans as a food source, then it would be just like us looking at like a chicken or something. Are we evil for eating a chicken or not? Not exactly. So,
but maybe the chickens, we are evil.
Yeah. So, yeah, from like a general perspective, they're not necessarily evil, but their nature is to be very unconcerned for humanity, and I think that's fine. I actually think that's refreshing.
Mm-hmm. Same. I enjoy it. It's not some like, oh, if we destroy all these humans, we're going to get our lands back and the world will be ours and take over and evil. Mm-hmm. Yeah, not everything has to be a master plan.
Yeah. And like I said, there are just some inherently evil demons. Like Aura, for example, was really evil because she was like really sadistic in the way she would try to kill people. So there are just demons who are like the scum of the earth type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ellie says there are more.
Sometimes I just want to freeze a. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, they recover the sword, give it back, and Frieren gets a new grimoire, which is to turn red apples into green apples.
She really does love to go for those useless kind of things. I mean, in her mind, it's not useless. I get that, but it's like the one that my favorite spell is the one that creates flowers, and it's just like it's stupid. I hate it. Why would you want something so? I don't think that, but I know all other elf hates that.
Yeah. I was about to say if C-Ray saw some of the shit that Frieren was doing, like in the spell she was getting back, because in the beginning she got the spell to like scratch her back or something. Like C-Ray would literally be disgusted with some of the spells that Frieren is learning. She's like, you don't want to learn the Omega Death Beam? Instead, you want to make Granny Smith apples? Like, what the fuck are you doing?
You want a red apple, a green apple? What the fuck is... You're banned for another 1,000 years.
Okay. Storm says there's an interesting idea in world building called blue and orange morality. To quote Reddit, it's when a group has very alien and difficult to understand ideas about right and wrong and how to conduct themselves. The demons fit that to a certain extent. Yeah. Yeah.
Neat.
But that's essentially the episode. I thought this was a really good episode. I love the hero of the South. This is one of the episodes I was waiting for. And
did they do it justice?
Yeah, for sure. I think they really built him up and really emphasized how great he was and how pivotal he was to Frieren's story. So that was cool.
Nice.
Moving on though, it is time to talk about JJK, Jujutsu Kaisen, the Culling game, Part 1, Episode 4. I did not write any notes for this because this whole episode was just a big fight, essentially. So I felt
so
no need to
my
write
notes
any
was perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, but no, it's true though. Like, I mean, talk about animation budget. Holy animation budget, Batman. This was like, wow. Like, and I'm not going to lie when I say this, when it comes to just an overall episode by itself, standalone, maybe one of my favorites.
Really?
What I mean by that is because it was just entertaining through and through, beginning to end. It was just nonstop, also walls, just everything that's going on. And like the anime did a fantastic job. I would not want to be a part of this fucking clan because this clan kills their own children, essentially. What? Freaking Maki comes back. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. I'm home. Cha-la-la-la. And then they fucking just... Mai's her sister, right?
Yeah. Twin sister.
Twin sisters. Takes Mai, the dad, takes her, stabs her, then, Baki fucking kills her and then throws him in a pit to be eaten by cursed spirits and stuff. I'm like, I don't like where this is going. I don't like any of this. But spoilers for people that don't know. If you haven't seen episode 4, this is what happened. Mai, who was a very important character in JJK that did so much, unfortunately, she passed away and died, giving her life to Maki. It was essentially, I don't know what her power was, but she like took him to a beach or something. I'm guessing because they're twins, they're now one, thus making Maki this absolute fucking beast of a fucking sorcerer because she mows everybody down. Someone said it in the comments of the video I was watching. When she got done with those demons, her father was just like, all those demons are gone. Oh shit, I've been waiting for this. And then he gets fucking, head lopped off. And in the comments, it's like, he totally got with his head. The head just went right off. And then from that point, we get that. We get a tribute to fucking Kill Bill because of that whole, I don't know if you've ever seen Kill Bill, but that whole scene where they're fighting all those people and it's just out on the floor and I'm like, that's from Kill fucking Bill. And I know Kill Bill was a tribute to like old samurai and karate films to begin with, but they totally were inspired by that 100%. And wow. It was just really fucking cool. And it almost makes me sad in a way because I not only heard it from you, but I heard it from like other people already. But this is essentially as peak as Maki gets. Like, this is the best that she gets. And that's sad. If that's true, because she could have been like a really good character. Once again, what do we always talk about in this damn series? Potentially good character, blah, blah, blah. But nah, Maki was just badass in this episode. I thoroughly enjoyed just that alone. And one of the other things I thought that was really kind of like fucked up in a way that you don't really see all too much in shows like this is how willing she was to kill her own parents and not even bat an eyelash. You know what I mean? Her own mother's just like, no, please. And she's just like, hold still. And then just fucking murders her mom. Oh, my God. Just crazy. Absolutely crazy. But that was essentially the whole episode. Like, I don't think we saw any other characters other than this was like Maki's story, essentially.
They did show Momo at the end because Momo was
True.
Friends with
her
my
wonderful self. Very powerful Momo that just does so much.
Hey,
her broomstick hair.
she She gave Kenjaku a slight chill in Shibuya. You must have forgot.
That's right. I apologize. I don't want to be known as the misogynistic podcast, but you're right. She did do that. She gave him essentially the feeling of putting an ice cube down your shirt, and just did that to him. And said, "Ooh, what was that?"
As long as it's acknowledged.
It was acknowledged. And then we can't forget to acknowledge old Miwa that came in with that final blow. The final blow that was going to just take everything out of Geto, and then just... Well, that was it.
We'll get him next time.
No, this was fun. Yeah, we'll get him next time. The whole world is... all of Japan is completely fucked, and we're going to have to do the Culling games, but we'll get them next time. But no, this was a fun episode. If nothing else, it was just fun.
Yeah. So I guess the first place to talk about is just the Zany clan in general, because Midnight brings up this point of he says, was I the only one who felt bad for the mom? Low-key, she was a victim too, kinda. And here's the thing, because Midnight says that, and it's like, I guess this is a good question. When does the victim become the perpetrator, so to speak? Because I'm fine with her being acknowledged as a victim, but my whole thing is, if we're acknowledging her being a victim, quote unquote, of this clan, who's to say that other members that Maki killed weren't? Because while she could be a victim to someone tangible, like, I don't know, her husband or something, right? They could be victims to the clan itself, of what it should be, like the actual values and traditions. You could be a victim of that, but ultimately you had the autonomy to either follow that or not. We saw people who bucked the system, Maki being one of them, and Toji being one of them. Now, obviously you kind of got to be a strong person to reject it, but again, I guess my question would be, when does she stop being a victim and being one of the people who are just enacting, who's just making other people victims? You know, when do you stop being a victim, so to speak, or do you ever stop being a victim? Because again, you can still be the victim, but still be a perpetrator yourself, and be just as bad as the people who made you a victim. If you follow that creed.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't know how much of a victim she is after she just totally stabbed our misogynistic guy right in the back after he got fucking sucker punched to hell.
Nah, he deserved that.
He deserved that 100-fold. And they did it so well. They did it 3 times.
Instant replay.
Did you saw the fucking X-ray Mortal Kombat bones crushing through the face and everything? That was so great.
When we saw that scene, I started to I looked up Blitz the League, because you played that game?
The NFL game, yeah.
Yeah. So because of Blitz the League, they would have like these, for anybody that doesn't know, this is a NFL game. Not NFL, because there's no NFL teams, but football game, American football game, where basically the object of the game, obviously you want to win the football game, but the methods in which to win these games is just to hurt people.
There's no such thing as a flag in this game or a penalty. Everything is fair game. Yeah,
you get rewarded for hitting people dirty. You're supposed to take people out. You can, and whenever you would make a big hit, they would show a body part like almost on like in some ways it was kind of scarier than Mortal Kombat because it was kind of realistic. Like if you got hit in the head, they would show you having a concussion. They would show like the sparks in your brain just going out, and it was like, So yeah, I was looking that up after I saw that X-ray punch.
Yeah. No, that was cool. I was more surprised by the fact that he was still alive after that. I thought for sure he was fucking dead. His whole skull turned into kibbles and bits. Like it was just nothing but just gone. But his ass is crawling back on. I refuse. He has no jaw. I refuse to let a woman be in charge of the Zenin clan. And then, like I said, the mother just stabs him right in the back. And I'm just like, that was kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean, but it's a very fitting death for someone like Nanoya to get killed by someone.
True. Get killed by a woman. Yeah.
A woman, but not only a woman, but someone who is as subservient as her. Because she was, one of the ones who was like tying his shoes and whatnot. So it's like for him to get someone killed of like the lowly status, or from his perspective, she would be the ideal woman. Because remember, he was talking about Maki like, Maki's,
you're ugly.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So like, yeah,
no powers, no talent.
From his perspective, it's like if you are like Maki, who's more of like a tomboy and isn't some subservient, like she isn't going to like serve you or whatever. She's going to have her own autonomy and will. It's like, yeah, that's trash. It's like women's rights, women's wrongs for me. So for him to get killed by someone like that who did follow that creed, it's very fitting.
Yeah. After Maki literally commits genocide to the Zenin clan, I just love at the very end where the other clans are like, yeah, we don't recognize you anymore. We're good.
You're out of the group. We don't want you here no more. It's like there's only one person left. I don't think she cares.
Right. You literally killed her sister and she took all your lives. I think she could give two shits less. Man, that just like I said, just as an episode by itself, it's definitely one of my favorites. Just action, just what they did, just in straight up insanity. If it gets, I don't know if it gets better from here or what else to expect from it, but I mean, that was fucking cool. I enjoyed that.
Crepisaur says, EA, real man always gets up no matter how hard a woman destroys a skull. No one a dozen is a beta male. Gawk! That's true. That's true.
Yeah. I'm not letting a woman dictate whether my brain can destroy it or not.
I can do this all day.
I can still fight.
So,
man.
I do want to say this because it's not really that much to talk about beyond what we already said. I got to give my criticism, which is just because I remember reading this for the first time, and although I acknowledge what we got in this episode was really cool, my thing is I really wish we got more from the Zenin clan over the course of the series. I feel like, although this is season 3, so to speak, I feel like we didn't really focus on them for me to get the emotional impact of their death the way.
Yeah, we didn't even really know who they were.
Yeah,
till like the tail end.
And we knew of them just through Toji and Maki kind of saying like, yeah, I don't really have a good life with these guys through Ma. But no, yeah, I wish it was kind of like, I wish what we got here wasn't the destruction of the Zenin clan, but more like an introduction or reintroduction of them. Maybe like we see Maki get banned from the clan or something for trying to take the tools. Maybe we still get the death of Ma and Basically like the fusion that we got between her and Maki. But I feel like the destruction of it kind of ties up this loose end that didn't feel like they tied it up all that well, just because it's like, especially in the anime too, this was one episode. In a manga, this whole thing lasted longer. It was probably like 5-6 chapters or something like that. So at the very least, that sat with me a little longer. But especially with the anime, one episode, I'm like, damn.
They did make it longer though. It was like 28 minutes as opposed to 24.
Yeah, they made it like 4 minutes longer, but yeah, I don't think the Zany clan sat with me long enough for me to really get the impact. Because I feel like they should have shown more of how Maki was ostracized by them. We got bits and pieces of it, but I wanted a little more from the clan. So that was my whole criticism, because I was like, damn, for this to be like the final time that we're going to see them is like, we didn't really get to see that much from them.
I think that's a fair criticism. And I definitely think if they had a chance to, and I'm talking when they, I mean, the manga's already done, no point. But what I'm getting at is like, for the story, maybe they could have introduced it throughout the first season, throughout the second season. You know, that way you knew who the clan was. And I agree, maybe she gets kicked out, maybe all that other stuff happens throughout. That way it is more rewarding whenever she finally gets revenge on it. Because, you know, I agree, all these people die and we just got introduced to them literally this episode. You know, she did some cool shit. Like, she totally disrespected one dude and threw his head into a fucking pond. I thought that was fucking cool.
Yeah.
But I agree. I feel like there needs to be more to it. But as like in a vacuum, I thought it was sick.
And Midnight brought up something too. He said, I wish Megami had something to do with them. He literally the clan head now, ain't he? At least on paper. Yeah, that's another thing too, because it makes, in retrospect, it makes this whole massacre, it makes that whole deal that now Obito had with Toji kind of irrelevant. Because that whole deal was like, okay, if something happens to Gojo, Megami will be the head instead of my son Nanoya. So it's like, okay, Megami's the head of the Zany clan. Wow. Okay. And he never interacts with them after that. It's like, so what was the fucking point of that? Because
I don't know.
Like, maybe you could argue, okay, the point of that was to make Maki go there in the first place, because she's like, okay, I'm gonna go get these cursed tools, and they don't acknowledge her anyways. But it's like, again, there's really no point of him being, really, honestly, there's almost no point in Megami even being a Zany, because he doesn't interact with any of them except for Maki.
True. We had to have a cool action scene. We had to have the cool fight, and we had to kill the Zayden clan, because I'm sure it'll be discussed later as to why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I was thoroughly enjoyed. I enjoyed it. As far as the spectacle of what it was, I had fun.
Yeah. But that was pretty much the episode. It was just people getting murdered, normal stuff.
Yeah, you know, it happens. You know, there's a bunch of murders and a bunch of, you know, misogyny and, you know, comeuppance. It is what it is.
Imagine though, if they're a part of the Culling game, did Maki get a whole bunch of points from them?
I was thinking the same thing when it ended. I was like, is she a part of the Culling game? Because if she is, she's probably number one right now.
The thing is, though, she might not be, because she's technically not a sorcerer.
Oh, so they're gonna throw that technicality out there.
Yeah, she's not a sorcerer, because she doesn't have a curse technique. She's like told
She
you.
don't
So.
fucking need it.
Yeah, I mean, but this is a whole thing between
Rules are
sorcerers,
rules, I guess.
Yeah.
But
we did see some things from the clan in the first 2 seasons, including Maki leaving, if I remember correctly, but it wasn't a whole lot. Yeah, this is a really fun episode. Yeah. Pretty much everything beyond this point, because this is a shorter season, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it's 12 episodes. Let me double check.
Why do I keep
Let
doing
me take
that?
a look. Yeah, it's 12 episodes.
Oh, okay. Okay, I thought this was like shorter than that.
Frieren's 10. Oshinoko is 11. Trigun is 12. Okay. So yeah, so it's still 12. But it's part 1 of the Culling games, which means I guess there's going to be more of it.
Yeah. Decrepit Soren says, interesting question. Would they have had to be in one of the Culling games colonies though? Or were they in one? I'm not sure, because we really don't know the whole layout of it. But
episode 3, the rules was like this to me.
Tinker's gonna be like, I did all that talking for y'all not to fucking pay attention.
No, you didn't make it cool and interesting.
All right. Moving on to our last show of the night. We're talking about Oshinoko, season 3, episode 2. Boy, oh boy, I got a fan. I talked to Kana fans last podcast. I got some other fans I need to talk to tonight.
Is it Akane fans?
Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, we got Omega Ruby back in this episode.
Omega Ruby.
And
I love the name.
I had my complaints about Ruby last podcast, but I think they kind of cleaned things up for me in this episode, just because I was like, why is Ruby like this brilliant tactician now? You know, where did this come from? I know she has the evil eye now, and she has the scent of revenge on her nose, but I'm like, that doesn't make you like Yagami, you know? But I think this episode basically explained the reason why Ruby was able to move the way she was, which is she's been talking to Saito off screen without us knowing. Like, she's been getting advice from him, and we know he was a big name in the industry when I was popping. So he was giving Ruby some advice as to how she should move to get her name to get bigger. And that's kind of why she knew things which I felt like she shouldn't just inherently know. So they cleaned some of that up for me, which I appreciated.
Yeah, she just kind of was like, so I have some questions to ask you. Go away, I'm fishing. No, but I just want to know, how can I like become more popular? Because I want to know my dad. Well, I won't give you advice, but I'll give you advice. So in order to, he was just basically just giving her a lot of really good advice. Just basically saying, instead of being a smart girl, be stupid. Play the part. Be, you know, that's what people like.
Yeah, be a character.
Be a character. Don't be yourself.
Be ashamed of yourself.
Yes, do a lot of degrading stuff. In fact, stick your head in. No, I'm kidding. But I like what he says at the end too, where he's essentially like, be nice to, you know, those assistant directors, because those ADs become directors at some point, which is true. That is very true.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I thought that was cool. That was neat. It was very, you know, a nice little short little thing. But you can tell the guy's been through a lot. He's got the stubble and everything. He's just like, God, why do these kids keep coming back to me? I don't want to talk to you anymore. I'm done with this.
The Crypto Store says Sasuke in the South is going to take out 3 Oshinoko fandoms single-handedly. It's funny because I am from the South.
That fits. That fits.
So
I'll
no,
take you all out. God fans.
but that means
fans.
that means they're going to kill me.
No,
One of us going to kill
He said
me.
that you were going to take him. No, he said you were going to take him out.
No,
he didn't say anything about you dying.
I would take them out if we're doing the Hero of the South and Sasuke the South comparison. I would take 3 of them out, but one of those 3 would kill me. We would kill each other simultaneously. What are the
decrepits?
What are
need some clarification?
What are the 3 Oshinoko fandoms though? Like obviously Akane and
Akane
Kana.
fans. Kana.
Who's the other one? Ruby? Ruby fans?
Probably Ruby, unless you want to count Meme Cho.
Yeah, it's probably more Ruby. I can't see Meme being more popular than Ruby.
And then you take out all those fandoms, and then the other heroes that come will take out the rest of Oshinoko. At least you got rid of the underlings.
I can see Ruby being the one that kills me.
Oh no, the Omega Ruby.
Yeah, definitely. Because now she's a killer.
Oh, no. Yeah, she's just like that. It's like, I'm gonna murder and maim.
So, yeah. So she decides to follow Saito's advice, and she butters up the assistant director, whose name is Yoshizumi.
Yoshizumi.
Yeah, and he's like caught off guard. He's like, oh, why is she being so nice to me all of a sudden? Does she have a thing for me?
Does she like me? Does she like how I sweat and how I'm nervous all the time?
Couldn't possibly be it. But
I just sweat profusely.
Yeah. So he doesn't really know how to handle that, but can't even really think about that because we have the worst guy in the show, Arushibara.
We want some girls with big boobs, and we want them to like start bouncing everywhere. We don't care about any of that stuff, other than big, gorgeous, bouncing boobs. Now get him on the show.
You made him sound like the biggest sleaze bag ever, but that's so accurate. If he was American, he would definitely sound like that. Like
for sure.
Like
the dub has to sound like that.
Yeah, like some Vince McMahon offspring or some shit.
We gotta shake him. We gotta get some stuff stirred up, and we gotta make it all the lovely. Oh yeah, if you could get at least 3,
and then when he gets the people later, he's like,
oh yeah, that one looks so nice, and that one's she's so young.
The crazy thing about that too is because like Ruby offers to help Yoshizumi with the cosplay thing, and she ends up getting her friend Minami to help her. So when he's looking at the 3 pictures, because Yoshizumi also has his VTuber sister to help her, I got to talk a little bit more about that. But he looks at the 3 pictures. We don't get to see him look at them, but so he's seeing Mimi, Yoshizumi's sister, Ruby, and Minami. And he's like, yeah, this looks good. Oh, and this one's stacked too. And I'm like, they're all high schoolers, by the way. With Mimi, I don't know if she's a high schooler or not, but I'm assuming she is. Either way, because when he said, he was like, yeah, this one's stacked. And I was like,
oh, she's got those.
I was like, you mean her resume, right? Cause
oh yeah, resume's completely stacked, but not as stacked as her boobs.
Oh my god.
This one, oh my god. I mean, she has the same last name as you. Is she related?
And he's just like, please don't talk something about my sister.
Yeah. Oh my god. But yeah, he's a sleazeball and incompetent. It's one thing to be a sleazeball. It's another thing to be just ass at your job, which he is, because he's like, they need to get permission, obviously, to get these, because this is official. Is the
Copyright.
Yeah, copyright. Because the show is called Digging Deep, and essentially they interviews like niche hobbies or whatever it may be, and they're doing cosplayers. So he wants cosplayers to be cosplaying a popular anime, and that popular anime happens to be Tokyo Blade, which we know all about Tokyo Blade because that's what we were doing with our big stage thing. And we know the creator of Tokyo Blade, my favorite character, Abiko.
I want the whole thing rewritten. I want the whole thing rewritten.
This is ass. Redo it.
This is crap, mega crap. Let me brush my teeth.
And we know how she is, so we knew the minute that they had to ask her for permission to get the perms approved, that wasn't going to happen. So he's like, Yoshizumi gets the girls to agree, those three, and he's like, so you got the perms, right? Just double checking. He's like, hold on, let me check.
1 second. Hold on. Let me call them right now. Hello?
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah. No problem. All right, bye. Yeah, we can do it.
What do you mean we can't do it?
They just told me no. I mean, you're gonna have to figure it out on your own. Sorry.
That's essentially how it went.
That's exactly how it went. It's a Korean accent. Yeah, he's just like, figure it out yourself. Just fuck it. Just get some generic shit and put that together. He's like, but I told them, So yeah, he's grossly incompetent.
Something happened with him. Didn't they say like he was in a scandal like early in the episode?
Did they?
I thought. I mean, I know they do a lot of, when it comes to like background on some of these people and whatnot, and maybe I misread it or whatever, but I swear like he was a prestigious director and then some kind of scandal happened to him and now he's working as that.
You're right. Yeah. Aqua mentioned that when he was talking to Ruby about him. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So then the sleazebag mentality fits even more so in this situation.
Yeah, because he
probably did something.
Yeah, so he's like a disgraced director. So I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they just fired him like midway through this whole endeavor. But what I'm actually scared of, because of him saying that weird stat comment about Minami, is I'm scared he's going to like try to get one of those girls to sleep with him.
Be a PDF.
Yeah, because like his whole thing was like, yeah, I want the cosplayers to be hot, and we know cosplayers love attention. Yeah, they're going to want their name spread everywhere, so they'll agree to it. Just DM some on Twitter.
Speaking of spread, can we get this thing a little more spread? I mean, I want to see a lot like that nipple action, like maybe a little bit of the coochie coo. You know what I'm saying?
Sir, I really don't think this is appropriate. I'm just trying to get some cosplayers to talk about the fucking anime. You're just
stacked. I love the triple stacked.
Yeah, because he doesn't even care about, because they're supposed to be interviewing these girls, so he doesn't even care about their actual experience cosplaying whatnot. He's like, no, yeah, I want the top of the line hottest girls to come to interview them because this is what the people want to see. Really, it's like what he wants to see, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah. So I feel like Ruby set Minami up. I mean, Ruby's doing it herself too. So, but the thing is, I just got a bad feeling because, for one, Ruby, whatever is going to take to get her name out there, Ruby's going to do, because Ruby's kind of like far gone. Like, she's where her brother was at. So she's willing to do like some crazy shit to get her name buzzing. So that already makes me fearful. But I'm more fearful of Minami because she hasn't completely lost her fucking mind. She kind of going into this whole thing naive and looking for work. And that's another thing that kind of made her like desperate for another opportunity to have work. So I'm like, I really hope it doesn't go in this direction that is looking, because we know how fucking corrupt the industry is, especially with young women. So yeah.
You think it's gonna take a dark turn?
Yeah, I do.
Damn.
I hope
we're killing it the next episode. You heard Satsuki.
I hope it doesn't. I hope it doesn't. If it does though, it's
not either, because that would be crazy.
Yeah, but it wouldn't make it bad or anything. It's just like from, I guess, just a perspective of like, I literally just don't want to see like young girls fall into that whole rabbit hole. That's not enjoyable. But it is a realistic view of the industry, because again, the industry is just very, very fucked up.
Absolutely. Let's just hope he doesn't shave. Oh my god, shave and take one of them home.
That anime, oh my god. That had to be one of my worst wrecks ever. Oh.
Yeah. The guy in that anime, that shaved and brought home a high schooler, whatever, he's weirdo to begin with. If this, what's his name? Urubei, the director, what's his name?
Urushibara.
I'm so bad. Urushibara, if he shaved, he'd be like, I'm taking all of you home. You, and you. All coming home with me. I don't care. I get arrested. I'm already disgraced. I might as well die happy.
Fuck it.
We both said it. We both said fuck it. Oh, yes.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
But yeah.
But
Yoshizumi just... Yeah, he's behind the 8 ball, so to speak. He's just... You want to talk about victims? This is a victim right here, because he's... I mean, the dude straight up like hit him upside the head this episode, too.
He did. He hit him with the fucking newspaper.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah. Not only is he a creep, he's a salter.
Mm-hmm. Midnight says, I mean, Oshinoko haven't went that far, so if it do that, would it be a big change? I'm confused.
I mean, they did go far with like one episode. It was in season 1, and it was the whole suicide thing. Like, that was like as big as it ever gotten as far as like really dark.
This isn't the first time that even Minami was like used in this way, though, because if you remember in season 2, I don't remember it exactly, but if you remember, there was this dude.
Someone's trying to get her number.
Yeah. So I don't remember the scene exactly, but I remember being creeped out by it. So,
well, I think I remember, like, she was uncomfortable and she wanted to leave, and this guy's like, hey, what's your number? And there was another actor who saw that and came in and was just like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
To basically kind of like protect her.
Yeah.
And then the other guy was like, I hope you get nothing in life, you piece of shit. It's like he was really upset over the guy.
And the thing is too, like, okay, that's why it creeped me out, because the dude was like grown. He was like 20 or 21 or something, and she's like 16. I was like,
Yeah. And you could tell, like I said, she was uncomfortable. She was doing the whole kind of turning away and looking away, twirling her hair like, oh, I mean, yeah, she didn't want any part of that. And then, like I said, the other guy came in and saved her essentially. And what did he get for it? The other guy basically telling him to hope he doesn't get anything in his career and that he fails. And it's just like, you were the one that started it.
Yeah, Midnight mentioned it because the dude who protected her was Melt. So it was the guy that Melt was like supposed to. I remember he had like green hair, I think. So it was the one that Melt was trying to beat in the stage play. Yeah,
and I think Melt was like somebody who was unproven. Like he didn't really come from much, and he had a lot to prove on that particular episode or stage, and knocked it out of the park.
Yeah. So yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't talk about the VTuber thing. I feel like some of this show is just like the author just going, "Hey, you want to know about this industry?" Now? Yeah, it's like, "Hey, you want to know about this?" Because he has like this long explanation about VTubers and everything. I'm like, listen, I get it. Like they are adjacent to this whole like niche industry that we're going into, but this doesn't really have anything to do with what we're doing now. So like, why are you making this detailed explanation? I've said before, I do like some of the industry stuff, but I feel like he gushes over certain parts, which is not that bad because it's not like it took up the majority of the episode. It's just like,
no,
yeah, we didn't really need that, but okay.
I think he's a fan of, you could tell he's a fan of technology, behind the scenes stuff, and how the industry works. And I think when he gets on it, I think he really geeks out about it. And I think that was just another thing that, oh, VTuber, let's talk about VTubers. And he just gushed about it for a bit, which I agree with you. I'm just like, whatever. Good to know, but I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, there's an earthquake coming. Uh-oh. What was it? Was that the power? Oh no. It was the Akane fans. The Akane fans are coming in stampede. They're coming after me too. It was Satsuki who said it wasn't me.
Oh, I didn't. You just reminded me. I didn't get to say anything. Okay. Akane fans, because we didn't talk about her this episode yet. Oh, that almost slipped my mind, legitimately.
You're welcome. I mean, yeah, talk about it.
Akane fans, what did I try to tell y'all last podcast? I said, you guys have won for now. But this episode right here, if you weren't scared last, you should be scared now, because Akane basically just said what Meme was alluding to last episode. This guy Aqua still likes Ruby, or not Ruby. I mean, that'd be weird.
No, why'd you?
He still likes Kana, and the war is probably not over, because his whole thing for Ruby is, I keep saying Ruby. What the fuck?
Oh my!
Firmly grasp it.
Oh my God! Why do I keep making this a thing?
You really want them to just say skip mini chapters and just get it over with already?
OTP, Aqua and Ruby. But yeah, he has a thing for Kana that's they're gonna go back to this at some point. He's not going to be able to avoid her at every turn. So it's all about what's going to happen when he acknowledges these feelings for her, because right now he's being a quote unquote perfect boyfriend, which he's not, because he's still doing the whole like, I'm not going to be affectionate thing.
Yeah.
Like when she was trying to share the umbrella, because he was being considerate that he got her an umbrella, but she's trying to do the whole girlfriend thing. She's clinging to him. They're trying to stay under one umbrella. He's like, whatever.
Yeah.
But Sasuke and Aqua X Ruby shipper confirmed. Do we know sure? Do we know for sure Sasuke is in Florida, not Alabama? Oh my god. Freudian slip. You got me. Yeah, I just they're going to go back to that Kana thing at some point. Like there's no way they keep telling us that he still has feelings for her, but he's avoiding her.
Yeah.
Eventually he's
going to be a love triangle.
I just don't know how they're going to explore it. I don't know if he's going to break up with Akane eventually or what is that? But
he's going to play a game of baseball and be completely changed forever. I'm telling you. Or better yet, they could play kickball or something.
And here's the thing with Akane. She is very dependent. And the thing is, it's not that she has a dependence on Aqua, so to speak. She has a dependence on just having somebody care for her, like to be in a relationship. Because the way she talks about not really caring that Aqua has a thing for Kana, to her it's just, oh, he treats me right, and he does all the right things that a boyfriend should do. It doesn't even really sound like to me when she speaks about Aqua that she even really likes him for his personality, so to speak. It's more like she just wants somebody in her life,
Yeah. Mm.
So
yeah,
even with this relationship, yeah, it doesn't have the affection that you would think would come from a couple.
Yeah, I bet that'll be brought up too at some point. It's gonna be because Akane has this like feeling towards Hana or Kana and everything, and she even makes a threat at the end where, well, if he gets back together with her, she just turns Super Saiyan, and then Aqua just he just feels just the burn rising up on him, and he's just like, I need to get the fuck out of here, and just walks away super fast and everything. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's gonna come back. Maybe they'll have an argument, and it's just like, what are we doing? We don't even love each other. What is this? This is not a relationship. I could see something like that.
Yeah, I just don't know how the whole thing is going to be brought up. It just, to me, it feels like Aqua's head isn't really in this he's not really in this game. It feels like he's going through the motions. Like he feels like the proper step for him to move on from his whole revenge quest is to get with a girl, which is Akane. Kane likes him, so he's like, all right, I'm gonna get with her. It doesn't really feel like, I don't know. It doesn't feel like these guys are really needed for each other, so to speak. It feels like with Akane, anybody could really fit this role. And it feels like for Aqua that she's a substitute, like a placeholder.
Yeah. Because he only loved one person, and that was his mom.
Yeah.
Which is weird when you think about it. But I mean, again, saying that by itself sounds weird, but he was another person before, okay?
Which is still weird.
It was just still weird.
Because she was 16.
Yeah, because she was 16, and he refused to breastfeed off her just because he felt fucking weird about it. While Ruby over here is just licking every drop.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Akane said the way he's going no contact with Kana shows how much he's on her mind, which annoys her. Yeah, because he has to actively. It's kind of like when someone is quitting a drug or something, right? They don't want it in their vicinity, but that shows you how bad that addiction was, that they don't even want it anywhere near them. You know, as to if someone was kind of like they never had that issue, they really wouldn't care if it was there. You know?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I get it. But yeah, Akane fans, we're not out of the woods yet. And by we, I'm just talking about the royal we, like Akane fans. I'm neither either or.
Decrepit Storm says she also said the reason she's not with Kana or he's not with Kana is probably not very nice and she doesn't want to know about it, so I wonder how much she knows. I don't know. To that, I don't know. She is a very smart girl, so maybe she does know a little of the reason why. But you know, because she did some digging and whatever about his family life, about his father and whatnot. So I don't know how much she could fucking know. But you know, we know the reason, which is the trauma with her mom, or with his mom, is the reason why he doesn't want to approach Kana, because he sees that same thing could happen to her, and he's very fearful of it. So
yeah, that post-traumatic stress really fucked him up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, is there anything else in this episode that we haven't talked about?
No. The director is a terrible businessman and is a terrible boss.
Ain't that the truth?
Well, figure it out for yourself. I mean, it's in your hands. I believe in you.
And you know, if some shit goes south, he's definitely blaming them.
Sure. Do what the hell? Their boobs were as flat as a rail. Why didn't you get the bigger ones?
Saying that like it's just something at the grocery store that he gets.
Why didn't you get the melons? Stuff their bra.
Oh my god. We need a we need to make Sleazy Director a regular on the podcast.
And action. Cut. No. That was way too quick. We need it super slow motion. Bounce.
Really slow and sensual. Look at the camera now.
And smile as you do it. Don't start crying now.
My God.
I know, it's so bad.
Don't start crying. You wanted to be famous, didn't you? Oh, now you don't want. Oh, you want to go home? Too bad. You signed a contract.
But that's too damn bad.
That's too damn bad. You go in slow motion.
You want to save your mom in the hospital, right? Well, you ain't gonna get that money by yourself.
And maybe if you do a little more, maybe I'll forward you the money. That way you don't have to wait.
Oh God, I turned this evil man into a very evil man.
We're cooked. His podcast is cooked.
Yeah, we're dead. Been a good run, fellas. 2026 is the end of KOA or KOM at this point, you know.
Midnight said, do this brain down to Kane for y'all. She basically admitted she doing Kana dirty. She don't care. No. Because first and foremost, I wouldn't say she should be like, why would I give a fuck about Kana? She obviously does care about Kana. But her whole thing is like, he has some things that he's not going to tell me why he's avoiding Kana as hard as he is. And I should be happy with it either way because he's doing all the right things. She has no real reason to be mad at Aqua, which makes this whole thing kind of difficult. It's like, how would you even approach the situation? Because there's not a problem necessarily with what's going on. It's just she has suspicions about how he truly feels, which from what other characters are saying, from how the trauma we know that exists with them, probably accurate. So I feel like this would have brought Akane down, not from what I just was talking about, but from the perspective of maybe her having like no self-respect. But I do think they did reel it back with her because she said what she said, but she was like, if he ever cheats on me or something, I'm not having that, So she does have, she's not just satisfied just with being him, just with being with him. She wants a real relationship. It's just that it's complicated. She realizes it, but they're not really addressing it because it's all good, so to speak, right now.
Yeah, all good. And then when something happens to this cosplay event, guess we'll find out what happens next.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna go south as in like a dark turn or whatever. I just think it's gonna be one of those things where it's a last minute change because it's like now these people have to cosplay and dress up and make up shit or whatever. I think it's just gonna be one of those things where it just looks bad.
Oh.
Like talking to somebody and it's like yeah. It's just gonna be a production disaster.
Yeah, because none of the three are actual cosplayers, so there's that.
No. Yeah. Yep. Shall be a good one.
Yeah. But yeah, that's about it for Oshi no Cuck.
Oshi no Cuck season 3. This so assening.
This shit is so ass.
I can't wait for that scene to be animated.
We're not even gonna know when it's there, I don't think, because
true,
we don't know what the actual line was. So we'll probably see it and be like, oh, that was it. But
someone's going to redub it though. I know it.
Oh,
they're
yeah,
going
for sure.
to like take the subs and like redo them
for sure. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, we do not have any questions, but feel free to ask your questions. We have the Google Doc in the description. You click on that link, submit your questions. We will answer them.
Sorry,
we will answer them next podcast. So, or you could just be in the chat with us and ask questions as Midnight kind of already did. So there's always that option.
Yeah. Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, doesn't really matter to us. It's whatever you want to do. So yeah, this was a really good lineup. Officially, this is the lineup, so get used to this. Kaguya, Trigun, Frieren, JJK, Oshi no Ko. Get used to this 5 anime. But yeah, appreciate everybody who joined us. It's you. Wait, we don't gotta wait, is that from my server? Who's it?
No, that's C's server.
Oh, okay.
We watched that movie and it changed his life forever. It changed mine, to be honest. I wish he had the other one, which was the fuck. I like that one.
Yeah, I can. Well, you won't be able to hear it, but they can hear it because I got it on my soundboard. Hold on. I got the issue one too. Hold on. Issue. Here it is.
It's you. It's you.
Yeah. But yeah, appreciate everybody who joined us tonight. We had a fun one. Hope to see y'all next week when we cover these batch of episodes again or shows again. Yeah, y'all take it easy. Have a good night, morning, afternoon, wherever you may be in the world. Peace of love from the KOA family. We out.